Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my Disney World haul from my trip in 2019. Now, I'm gonna start off by saying I don't think I kept the prices for everything. That was really bad on my part. I barely kept any receipts or anything. I just wasn't with it this trip. I just admit it, I wasn't with it. So let's get right into it. Let's see all of the things that I got from Disney World. So we're gonna start off with the thing I always buy every trip, but this trip surprisingly didn't buy as many as I normally do, and that is Disney ears. That is why I'm currently not wearing any, because I'm gonna wear the one pair that I brought this year. And that is the Little Mermaid inspired ears. I don't even know if they call them, no they do. Ariel is on the side. And it does says, what good English. It says mermaid hair, don't care. So it's very Little Mermaid inspired. These were the only ones that I liked. Wasn't a fan of the Christmas ones, even though they sold out like within a day or two of us being there. They were already gone. I don't know if you stayed for Christmas, you weren't finding any Christmas merchandise because it was gone. This is what they look like. So you've just got some gold detailing on purple silky ears. You then got a green bow covered in these like, what do you call these? Like plasticky, shiny, I don't know what you call these. Maybe you do. I'm not too sure what you call that. And then you just got another silky ear on the other side. Like I said, you've got Ariel on the side here. Flip it over and it says mermaid hair, don't care. So they're the ears I got. Let's put them on. And now we're filming a Disney video, everyone, because the ears are on. Let's keep going with everything else I got. I brought a lot of clothes this year. Let's go. As you know, I always include the things I get for free. Technically wasn't free. I've paid a lot of money for this. As you all know now, I am a DVC member. Yep, I owe Mickey Mouse a lot of money. But when you join, you get this backpack. It's not free because, like I said, you paid a lot of money to be part of this club. But I got a backpack, so it actually has all my stuff for this haul in it, so I could sort of keep it all together. But pretty decent backpack. You could put a drink bottle in here. It's got a pocket at the front, massive pocket inside. I've just got stuff in there right now. Has a zip pocket at the back, and then has another netty type pocket where you could put, you know, your phone, I guess. That might be a bit weird putting your phone on the side. I just feel like someone could easily take it. Mainly water bottles, I feel like, is what's going to be good there. But yeah, I got this backpack, in case you're wondering. It is just Mickey looking through binoculars. That seems to be the Disney Vacation Club thing. On the straps, you have Disney Vacation Club and then Mickey just doing different vacation-y things, like carrying suitcases and relaxing in a chair and trying to fit all his luggage in. Me, that's me, trying to fit everything in your bag after you buy so much stuff. But yeah, that's something I got. Wasn't free, but you know what I mean. It was like thrown in because I spent so much money. While we're on the DVC thing, it was actually a day or two after receiving that backpack and signing up, I noticed this in there. And in case you're wondering, it's just a little welcome letter. But the main thing is you get a magnet. So it just looks like that. A lot of people put it on their cars, but where I live, it will be stolen very fast. And I think even people say when they take their cars to Disney, it just gets stolen off the car. So I might find a magnety place to put it, but I also got magnets. Like I said, I don't really know if you count this as being free because I paid a lot of money for it. So, got a magnet, yay. Next, this was free. So you would know, if you've watched my hauls, you would know every year I go to the Norway Pavilion and I get the perfume. It is by Gear Ness. I hope I just said his name right. And I always get Layla. I do like Frozen as well. But this year, the day we're in Epcot, and we're like, oh, let's just go to the Norway Pavilion and check out our perfume. Who is there? Gear Ness himself. So obviously this photo wasn't taken on the day. It's just like a little card that he was giving people. And he signed it and dated it and put my name. So it was really cool to meet the guy who makes my favorite perfume. that was something that I got for free just because he was there. I've noticed to do a lot of these things. There might be artists there, or if you're at Disney Springs, some of the like celebrity chefs might be there, so you do have a chance to meet some people. So I got to meet the person who makes my favorite perfume, and it was nice just to say thank you to him and then to beg for him to somehow make it available in Australia, so I don't have to go all the way to Disney World every time. There's probably a better way. Apparently he said it's on Amazon. Amazon's still like new in Australia. It's not grown that big yet, so maybe one day. But as for now, I just got to go to the Norway Pavilion, Disney World. So speaking of the Norway Pavilion, of course I got my favorite perfume, which is Layla, but I also got the Frozen perfume because I do love it. These are both quite expensive. They are not that cheap. Last year I got the 2 smaller ones. This year I got the 2 big ones, just because the small ones did run out quite quick. And also because Guinness was there, and just put Frozen down. Because he was there, he signed your bottles of perfume if you brought one while he was there. So if you see, it's just got the front, but then at the back, that is his signature. If you love the Norway perfume and you're ever there and he's there, you can grab his signature and get him on your perfumes. He also did sign this one, but it looks exactly the same. So that's what these 2 perfumes look like, in case you're wondering. And ladies, in case you're also wondering, I get a lot of compliments on this perfume in particular. Everybody always asks me, where's it from? Who's it by? Where can I buy it? And I'm like, oh, Norway at Disney World. Also with the perfume, when I was there and Guinness was there, I think if you just met him, he was giving his away, or maybe if you were, I don't know, maybe it was if you were buying perfume, but he was giving away these little like highly concentrated samples. So it's just in a little bag that says Guinness. You pull it out and it's just like a little Layla bottle. So it's more perfume, yay. This might be a good like, I think this like one is really, yeah. There's no spray, it's just like a highly, I guess, concentrated type one, but that was cute. So just because he was there, he was giving those away for free. Well, I did pay for the other perfumes, so, but yes, he was giving those away. If you've just moved a bit, I just knocked my camera. Classic Ali. But if you also watch my vlogs, you know I get a Christmas ornament every year. It's like the one thing, well, okay, I buy lots of things, but this is like my one like must do. I always get a Christmas ornament to symbolize that trip, and this was the one, just takes forever, that I fell in love with on this trip, and I still have the price tag on it. Yay. It cost me $25.99. That is not with tax, so it would have been a little bit more with tax, but this is what it looks like. It's a big Mickey head. I think I've got another one of these, not this one, but like a big Mickey head. And once again, it just has all the park icons on it. I'm a park icon-y person. I just love them all because I love that it represents the whole of Walt Disney World, and it also has Mickey and Minnie on it. So I'll give you a close-up. So it is blue and gold. There's Mickey and Minnie. Oh, so cute. And this is all like glitter, which it does come off. My hands are a bit glittery. And then rotate it. We have the Tree of Life. That over. Rotate it again. We've got Cinderella's Castle, which can be found at Magic Kingdom. Hollywood Tower Hotel at Hollywood Studios, my favorite ride. Flip it around again, and then we've got Spaceship Earth at Epcot, and then you've just got fireworks sort of going off on the ears. And Tink. Tink does appear on an ear. So that's my Christmas ornament from this year. And I've just pulled down all my Christmas decorations and put them away. So this is just going to go hide in the cupboard until Christmas next year. I show this every year. It's a free thing that you get. Go to the Polynesian, everyone. Even if you're not eating at Ohana, you can ask for a lei. It is just a free souvenir you can get. My sister went down and got them again this year. But it's just something, they do at the Poly, so, oh, they match my ears, I just noticed. So yeah, if you want a free lei and you're at the Poly, you can get them. It's like a cute souvenir. I now have too many of these, but that's okay. You can donate them. People can use them as a dress up or something. I never dress up in Hawaiian gear unless I'm on a cruise and there's a tropical night. Then these come in handy. But just in case you don't know, these are free. You can go grab them from the Poly. I have got my souvenir mug. So this cost, I remember, it was $19.99 without tax. And that lasts for 2 weeks. So I had 2 resort stays, so this just covered both of my resorts the last 2 weeks from when I used it for the first time. It then lasted for 2 weeks. So yeah, you can pick these up from any pretty much Disney World quick service location at a resort, because these can only be refilled at resorts. They can't be used at theme parks. But they have a Christmas cup this year, which they didn't have last year, so let me show you what it looks like. Alright, we rotate around. It's the new way of how they draw the Disney characters. You got Don at the back, you got Goofy, you got Mickey and Minnie, and then you've got Pluto. They're all on a sleigh, and then you keep rotating. Oh, it says Happy Holidays too. Missed that part. You keep rotating, and you have a horse pulling the sleigh with the Disney characters on it. I highly recommend getting these if you're at Disney World. You get them for free, well not for free, but well, unless you got free dining, but they are part of a dining package, so you automatically get one of these. But even if you don't, I recommend getting it, because you definitely get your money's worth. And keep them in your backpack even when you're in the parks, because you never know when you're going to visit a resort, and then you can just refill it and get a drink. So there you go. These are good. I always get one. I have a big collection now. And I'm nearly out of stuff, and I'm nearly onto clothes, because that is how much clothes I brought. Far too many, and guess what? They're all jackets, and I live in a place that is really hot. Make sense of that one. So something that is completely free is if you go out to Old Key West, or maybe you're staying there, which is even better, because then you don't have to go out of your way to get there. At 10 a.m. on a Wednesday and a Saturday, you can do a Conch Flats tour, and pretty much what it is it runs you down the history of Old Key West, the story that they built, and how that matches history in real life, and also matches when Walt Disney World visited Old Key West. These are things I didn't know until I did this tour, but at the end of it, not only do you get banana bread from Olivia's, which was amazing, and bottled water. We all know how expensive bottled water is at Disney, like when you got to pay for it, so like worth it already, right? You get banana bread and bottled water. It's about an hour-long tour, so it's really not much of your time, but it is extremely interesting, especially if you're a really big Disney fan and really like just hearing about the theme and how they come up with it and the stories and history. You will love it. But you also get a pen, and you only get this pen if you do this tour. There we go. This is what it looks like. Sorry, it's in like a bit of plastic. I should probably, I don't really want to take it out of the plastic, but it just says on it Conch Flats, and it says Disney 1991. Then it has a whole lot of Latin, and I'm gonna put on the screen what it means, because I forget, but it's, I know it's pretty much like I saw, you know what, I cannot remember. Like at the end it says Carpe Diem, but it's like their like motto of Conch Flats of Old Key West. But it's really neat. You can only get this pin if you do the tour. And we just found out about it before we went, that this tour was available. And we knew it was something my dad would really like, but I'm really glad that I ended up waking up and going to do it, because I really enjoyed it. Yeah, if you're a pin lover, you also get this. So pin lovers, you need to go out to Old Key West and do this tour. By the way, my nails look horrendous right now, and I'm really sorry for that. But I'm nailless, pretty much. Nailless. Next, you would also know I like to collect pens of the places I stay at. One sec. Every resort, Disney resort I stay at, I like to keep a pin. It is just like a tracker for me to go, oh yes, I have stayed there. So far I've got All Stars, because it's all the resorts. I don't have like a single pin. I stayed at movies, but which is good for me. Don't have to go to the other ones. Not that the other ones are bad, but it's just like, you know what I mean? If I'm just doing it for the pin, which I'm not. But you get what I mean. I can't, if I do stay at another one, I can't get another pin. There's only one, unless they change that. Next, we have Portaleen's Riverside. Then we have Art of Animation, is this big white squarey looking one. Then we have Caribbean Beach, and then we have Pop Century, which is where I stayed in 2018. And last year, because I'm filming this in 2020, I stayed at Disney's Old Key West and Disney's Boardwalk. So I grabbed these two pins. But this is the Old Key West pin. You can see Mickey is just chilling on a beach chair there, looking out at the lighthouse, just really having a nice relaxing time. And then you've got my Boardwalk pin, which has Mickey and Minnie, and they're on one of those bicycles, Surrey bikes, I think that's what you call them. I did one of these. It was actually a lot of fun. Really hard getting up the hills, but a lot of fun. They are the two pins I got to add to my pin collection for the 2 resorts I stayed at. So let's add them. I don't know where I'm going to fit these actually. It's run out of room. That might stay. Fingers crossed. Oh, by the way, I left a price on this. It was $22.99. I love Pua, and I was like, you know what? I'm not a coffee or tea person. I think it's because it's so hot where I live. I don't want hot drinks, and obviously mugs are generally for hot drinks. You can have cold drinks in them, but I feel like that's a little weird. I find it weird. You might do it. It's fine. But for me, it just feels a little weird when I can just use a cup. But I thought this would make a really good makeup brush holder or pen holder, and it's just Pua, and he's just amazing. So I got this Pua mug, which I'm probably just going to use as a makeup brush holder. But I just love him. So this is $22.99. It's just his little face. Oh my goodness, look at him, his little ear, and then his little ear has been sort of cut out here so you can actually like hold it like a mug, you know. There's nothing on the back apart from a little brown patch, grey patch, and that's it. That's my Pua mug that I got. All right, that is this backpack empty apart from some receipts that I put in there. So now I'm going to move on to the clothing portion of this. They're all like jackets. Why do I do this? I live in a hot place. I don't understand why I keep doing this to myself, but I do it. Every year I buy more jackets or spirit jerseys and I don't need them, but I do it anyway. First things first. Oh, I have a price tag on it. Yay! It was $39.99. I wanted the t-shirt, but there were none available. Every time I went and looked, these came out when I was there. Every time I went and looked, there was no t-shirts, and my sister and mum went to Disney Springs on the day I wasn't feeling too well, and they found the like light sweater jacket, which is sort of good because means I can sort of wear it where I live when it gets cold. But the main reason I wanted this is because I first visited Disney World in 1997. If you're a Disney history fan, especially Disney World, you might know that the castle was decorated as a cake during that time. So that was the first time I saw the castle. I was 5. I can't say I remember it much, but we have a video that I often will watch with my family and be like, oh, look at me, huh? But yeah, I did go there when I was 5. So when they released this merch, I was like, oh my God, I need to get it because that is when I was at Disney. So they're releasing a lot of retro stuff. So this is what my sister and my mum picked up for me at Disney Springs. It is this really light sweater, but as you can see, it is the castle as a cake. And it says it's time to remember the magic. And if it's just because I've watched the video so many times, I remember the song. It's time to remember the magic. See, I remember that. I don't think I remember it from being 5. I remember it from rewatching that video so many times. But yeah, I had to get it because I was like, that was when I first saw Disney World. This is what it looked like. So ideally, like I said, would have wanted a t-shirt, but I got this light sweater. It's in this like olive green, I guess you'd say, but it is super light material, like really light. Like I'm talking lighter than spirit jerseys because we all know spirit jerseys aren't actually that thick. That is what I got. I had to get it because I was there when I was there when the castle was a cake. That was the first time I saw the castle and I remember that song. And yes, it's time to remember the magic. Next, I picked this up from Uniqlo. I did wear it a few times while I was there, so thank God for that. It's not a heavy sweater dress. It's a bit light, but I don't know how much I'm going to wear it here, but it doesn't matter because I really wanted it. So pretty much go by that method. If you walk past and you're like, love it, don't care what anyone else thinks about it, buying it, like just buy it because you'll forever think about the moment that you didn't buy it. And it'll be a really sad moment in your life. That is what has happened to me in the past. If I just love it and I keep thinking about it, just go buy it. You've saved your money for this trip. Spend money on yourself, you know? That's my motto. I don't spend money on myself pretty much all year until I go on a holiday and then I'm like, oh, let's splurge, come on holiday. That's just how I live. But it is this black dress. It is a dress hoodie sweater. That makes sense. All there is on it, on the front, you've got Mickey and Donald. Cute. And then the rest is all black. There is nothing else. And it's just a really long sweater dress. This was part of their Disney story collections, I believe is what it was called at Uniqlo. Because on the like hoodie part, it has like a story. So I think this is from a Disney story. I don't know which one. I'm assuming it's about Donald and Mickey, because you know Donald has quotes on here. Well, I'm not going to annoy her, said Donald. Are you? Certainly not, said Mickey. I don't know what they're doing. They're going on an adventure, and I got this hoodie dress jacket thing. Solid purchase. Loved it. Wore it a fair few times. It was great. It was great. I still have the price tag on this one. It was a bit pricey, but it's something that I had to get for my next holiday. I know that sounds crazy. It was 175 US dollars. Now that's quite expensive in Australian, but when I looked and compared to what I'd have to pay in Australia for the same sort of thing, they were a bit more expensive in Australia, so that's why I ended up picking up this one. But one thing we're doing is a cruise. Obviously, I love cruising, so that is like the main thing we're doing. When you're out on a cruise, sailing Alaska, you want to be out on deck, taking in all those glaciers, all those beautiful sights, the mountains, everything. So you need something to keep you warm, but not warm, needs to sort of protect you from the wind. So I picked up this Helly Hansen wind jacket. Is pretty much what it is. If you look at the tag, I forget words so easily, it's really bad. This is a sailing, you can see that? This is a sailing jacket. So, you know, assumption would be if you can wear this sailing, should be fine on a cruise ship. The one thing also is it is Disney because it has Norway. So it's a very subtle Disney, but I actually really liked the jacket. It has heaps of pockets. Nice and big. It had to be big because this is actually a bigger size than what I'd normally buy, but if I'm wearing a jumper underneath, you need it to be bigger to compensate for what you're also wearing underneath. And then you can zip right up your neck, and then a hood actually comes out of here. So it was just a good jacket. If you remember, a few years ago I brought a Helly Hansen jacket for my Europe trip, and it was the best jacket ever. I was always warm. It was just amazing. So picked up this jacket. Like I said, I looked at prices in Australia for jackets similar to this, for good quality jackets similar to this, and it was going to cost me a little bit more, so that's why I just picked it up while I was there. So yes, I got a Helly Hansen Norway Pavilion jacket. I spent a lot of money in Norway. Norway is where I spend all my money. Dang you, Norway. So this is the only thing I brought from my Royal Caribbean cruise. In case you're wondering, ding ding ding, you might have got it. It's the Spirit jersey. I saw it and I was like, oh my god, I have to get it. Just have to. I actually have a Royal Caribbean Spirit jersey of Radiance of the Seas. It's one of the ships I have been on. So that's the only ship I had been on up until this cruise. And I was looking at getting a Mariner of the Seas one, but then I saw this and I was like, no, I'd rather get this instead. So it is a perfect day at Coco Cay Spirit jersey. It's just in white. I preferred the white one because you got these really bright colors on the back. The other one was in this like minty green color, but still used those colors on the back. So this green sort of got a bit hard to read. And then on the front, it just has the Royal Caribbean logo. So yes, that is my first Spirit jersey purchase of the trip. Now let's see what other Spirit jerseys I got. I wish I had have worn this one while I was there, but I must have hidden it. Anyway, this one we saw, like the first day we walked into Epcot, we saw it, we brought it straight away, and I'm so glad we did because then it was gone from that point onwards. So I'm so happy. I was like, no, let's just buy it now, because even though we're running late to a tiny reservation, I was like, no, it's here, buy it now. And I'm happy we did because we never saw them again. And that is these Spirit jerseys. Technically Festival of the Holidays. I know you're looking at this and you're like, ew, it's just plain and blue. Just wait, it gets better. Okay, as we go up, oh my god. Okay, not so much Chip and Dale, but Christmas lights. Mickey loves it for Chip and Dale, but I just love the Christmas lights. Look at them. Oh my god. If you know me, Christmas lights are my absolutely favorite thing about Christmas. I just love them. I look around at everyone's Christmas lights, no matter if you just put one strand up or you have gone hardcore. It is my absolute favorite thing. And on the back, it says, I'm nuts about the holidays. So true, I am. One thing I also really liked, which you can't really tell from looking at this video, but this is actually furry. Like just their faces, just this brown detailing is furry. So then you got Chip over here, that is all furry. And it's glittery, and it's Christmassy, the lights wrap all the way around. see, and they go down onto the arms. So like I said, it's like boring spirit jersey, bam, best spirit jersey ever. I actually think it might be my favorite. No, I still think the cotton candy one from last year might be my favorite. It's close, but this is another spirit jersey I got. But wait, of course, there are more spirit jerseys to look at. Let's look at the next one. This next spirit jersey, I originally brought it because I was angry that I couldn't get the spirit jersey that I wanted. And that was the one that apparently everyone wanted, that completely sold out before I got there and was never to be seen again. It might have sold out in November for all I know. Anyway, it was the red one with all the Disney snacks on it, like at the bottom, sort of like that Christmas one I just showed you, but it had Disney snacks and it was red. And then I tried looking for the black one with the plaid Walt Disney World written on the back. Not in my size. My sister got it. So at this point, this is like day 2 of my trip. I've been looking for these, you know, we've been asking everyone and they're like, no, there's none anywhere in Disney World. So I was a bit upset because spirit jerseys are my favorite thing. And then I saw this one, I was like, you know what, I'm buying it. And I love it, but if those other ones were there, I wouldn't have brought it. So this is just more of a purchase. I went, my God, I can't find a spirit jersey, I'm buying it, but I still love it. It has a year on it, but it's only very small. I don't usually like buying things that have years on it, because they get dated very fast. By the next year, it's sort of like old, you know? I just prefer things without a year. But the back didn't have a year, and that's all that matters. So, I wore this one quite a lot because I brought it day 1, then couldn't get a spirit jersey. You've got Mickey on the front. It says Magic Kingdom 2019. He's sipping on a hot cocoa there. I assume it's hot cocoa because I highly doubt he's drinking coffee. Looks like it has marshmallows in it. Has these 3 little buttons. So it sort of looks like it's got buttons, and then it's just red at the bottom. The back is where this spirit jersey shines. It says Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. It is a very Christmas. I do love this. I love the back. What would make this better is if it didn't have that little 2019 here, and it would be absolutely amazing, but I hate things that are numbered. And I do like the sleeves as well. It looks like a little ornament. I don't know how to explain, but that's what when I look at this, I'm like, it looks like an ornament. It's like a little detail, but that is the back, and it is a bit glittery. It's actually a lot glittery. My God, this is full glitter. This here, that's all glitter, pretty much all of it. It's all glitter. This was my spirit jersey that I got because I couldn't find any Christmas spirit jerseys that I wanted, but I was happy that I got it in the end. I do like it. One thing to note with these, you can only pick these up from Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Something we did notice is we got to the park at 4 because that's when you can get in with your ticket. Obviously the party doesn't start till 7. But in the Emporium in Magic Kingdom, they had this roped off section, and all you had to do was show your ticket and you could go in and buy your Christmas party merchandise like 3 hours early before the party actually started, which was really good because it meant I wasn't wasting party time shopping. So we showed them our ticket and we got in, we brought these. I think my dad brought a t-shirt. I can't remember if anyone brought anything else, but you know, they had pins, the exclusive pins and all the exclusive party stuff you could get before the party actually started. So check out and look out for that section. It's in the Emporium. Generally where the big Christmas section is, that is where it was. It was at the back and they had it roped off and a cast member standing there and you had to show your ticket. We just showed them on our phone to get in, and grabbed this before the party started. Last but not least, I remember seeing this spirit jersey last year and I was like, oh my God, I really want it, but I can't have it. I know that sounds crazy, a spirit jersey you can't have. But I don't know, can only DVC members buy DVC merchandise? I feel like they can, but I don't know, do they ask? I've never tried. But I also feel like, why would you want to buy DVC merchandise if you're not a member? And that was my dilemma last year when I found this spirit jersey and went, oh, I love the colors on the back, and then I wasn't a DVC member. But now I am. And yes, got a discount off it, which is the best part of being a DVC member. I swear to God, those 3 days that we had the membership cards for, and like the end of our holiday, we saved like over $300 US. Don't know what that tells you about our spending habits, but we saved a lot of money. That was between like my family, all of us shopping. But on the front, you've got Mickey. He's wearing some sunglasses. They say welcome home. So happy with himself that you're here, like welcome home. Welcome home. And it's this nice cream color and it sort of fades into this really light baby pink, millennial pink. But this is where this spirit jersey really just went hard or went home, you know. This is what I fell in love with and I couldn't buy last year. Well, I'm saying last year, I mean 2018, but I couldn't 2019. Okay, it says Disney Vacation Club member, but look at those colors. Like, the subtle like rainbow effect, just using the pink, purple and blue. Oh my God, I died. Something about those colors spoke to me and I just had to get it. It's all glittery too, in case you're wondering. That's all glitter, so it's that hard, chunky stuff. So yeah, had to get it. That was the last Spirit jersey I got, so that's 4. I have a problem. I'm well aware I have a problem, but it's my money, I do what I want. All right, next. I got this because I sort of thought it would be good in Canada and Alaska. It's like a wind jacket, but I know it's not gonna keep me too warm, but it could be something that I put underneath my other jacket. And I just really liked it. And it is this Fantasyland wind jacket. They have a whole heap of other designs. Jungle Cruise from memory, Purple Wall. That is all I remember right now. This was $49.99, so quite pricey, not the cheapest, but I just really like it. You got star patterns on the arms. And then at the, like I said, just says Fantasyland in the middle, in that Fantasyland font that they use. And at the bottom, it's just rainbow stripes. There's nothing on the back, proof, you're welcome. Nothing on the back. And it has a hood, which you can also use these drawstrings to like bring around your face. This is just one of those purchases that I just went, I have to get this. I didn't need it, but I had to get it. I was like, yep, get one of those. 2 more things left and then we are done. I think I normally buy more than this. I do actually normally buy more than this because I had over $400, no, nearly $500 left in US dollars in my bank account when I came back, and that never usually happens. I didn't have to refill money or anything, so that's how much I didn't spend. It was mainly because all the Christmas stuff has disappeared, but I thankfully found this. This is another thing. I live in a hot place. It is never cold. I just loved it. I saw it on the merchandise when it came out and went, I am buying it. I was so thankful the day I saw it in Mouse Gear. I could have cried tears of joy. It was like mid of my first week because that's when all the Christmas, like it was already gone. The Christmas stuff was gone. The plaid Christmas stuff was nowhere to be seen. Like Disney need to, I don't know, make more stuff, but it was still available online. Guys, I'm from Australia. You didn't let me order from your store, so you need to make it available for me at Disney World. It was very upsetting. Okay, but I found it, so it was okay. And you might look at this and you're like, Ali, why did you get this? You don't need this. I don't care what your opinion is. I wanted it. And it is this jacket, which has, you know, it's subtle Disney. It just has Mickey all dressed up here on the side. He's dressed with a little Santa hat on. He's got a red overalls on. Look how happy he looks, a little scarf. That's the only Disney thing on it. And now it's just this big fluffy plaid jacket. This is so soft, by the way. It doesn't extend down into the arms, in case you're wondering too. It stops and it's just that plaid. But look at it. Oh my, I got this and just could have cried. And it did keep you warm, apart from the fact it didn't keep your front warm, because it is a jacket. Like, you do just, let me put it on. This is my favorite thing I brought. So let me just put it on, because how can I not? Thank God the aircon's on in here, because I'd be dying right now. It's like 34 degrees outside. Oh, see how it doesn't cover up. So that's the only downside, is it doesn't like cover up your front. So you have to wear like a warm clothes here, but it kept like here warm and just, I'm sorry. This is just the greatest thing I have ever brought in my entire life. And I shouldn't love jackets this much. Oh, my sleeve. Shouldn't love jackets this much when I live in such a hot place. Should really move. But I can take it back to Disney. So see how I'm like trying to seem like it's okay in my head that I brought something really warm. I love it. That's all that matters. Lastly, my sister and I have wanted one of these, but we could never ever justify the price. Well, let me tell you, if you go on a DVC tour, which this is what we, in my video, which is already out hopefully by the time this video goes out, explaining how I brought DVC and all that sort of fun stuff, you would have heard the story how my sister and I literally just went for the free stuff. We wanted the free fast passes that you could use on pretty much any ride, just not the popular ones, and the gift cards, which we got 2 lots of 75, because I think the max they give you is for 2 adults. Like, we had 4 adults, but they wouldn't give you any more. So we got 2 lots of $75 gift cards. So we got free money from Mickey Mouse, essentially. It was free money. And I was like, Mickey as in my sister Mickey. It's like, we are buying this. It was $79.99. For those wondering, it is expensive. I don't think I would normally pay this for this, but I was like, no. It was free money from Mickey Mouse. We are buying it because in 2018 when we went, we wanted it then. It was a different design. I'm happy we waited. But we wanted one and we're like, no, is it really worth it? No, it's okay. But when you got free money, it's worth it. So this was technically free. Thank you, Disney. Thank you, the DVC tour, for being free. But it is a tree skirt. If you don't love Christmas, you'll not understand how excited I am by this. It is plaid. It has Mickey and Minnie, and they got their Christmas tree on the back of their truck. And you got the castle, and it's a little bit fluffy on the edges, and it has these really cute buttons where it meets. Isn't it cute, everyone? Is this not cute? I love plaid. Yes, I'm well aware. I have a problem. But I was just like, Mickey, it's free money. Like, we're buying it. Got a chicken on this side, by the way. I was like, we're buying it. It's free. We did not have to pay for this. This is free. Could have used it on something else. Food. I don't know. Nope. We used it on a tree skirt for our Christmas tree. So next year, my Christmas tree is going to have this as its tree skirt. It's going to be like the best Christmas tree ever. Maybe not. Really not. It's not. Like, I've seen way better Christmas. But you know what I mean? In my heart, it's going to be the best Christmas tree ever. It's so beautiful. I love it. And that is everything that I got from Walt Disney World. Like I said, I feel like it is actually more clothing though. Like, I brought more clothing. Normally I buy more. No, I do buy a lot of clothing. Definitely spirit jerseys. I would have brought more if there was more Christmas stuff, but it had already sold out by the time I got there. So tips, if you want the Christmas merch, go late November, early December. It might still all be there, because if you go there in the second week of December, it's pretty much all gone. Just in case you're wondering, that is what happened to us. It was all gone. Like, there was barely anything left. So I feel bad for those people that come for Christmas Day. There ain't no Christmas merch left. It was sort of like, it sort of got a bit sad towards the end of our trip, because literally the Christmas merch was just gone. So there wasn't Christmas merch in the shops anymore, because they literally just didn't have any. My sister really wanted the Christmas blanket. Doesn't exist. Didn't exist anywhere. Nobody had it. So that's a tip. If you love Christmas as much as we do, maybe go early Christmas season. Maybe even go start of November. You're definitely going to get it then. That is everything I got from Disney World. Like I said, didn't spend as much as I normally do, because I came home with a lot of money left. So that's a positive. I hope you enjoyed this video of everything I got from Disney. That is the end of this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you like hauls. If you have any questions about Disney World, about anything that I brought, if you just want to talk, leave a comment down below and subscribe to my channel for more Disney videos. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time.